Hello guys, today I want to test how good is Expedition Logbooks at this point of the league. So I bought no more nor less than 84 logbooks. After running them all, we are going to use the reroll currency we get from them in the Tujen vendor store. Each logbook cost me around 18C, and then I reroll them all to have at least 60 quantity. And I didn't check much the mods, so how I don't break any of them. I just care about the region because that's pretty annoying, but all the others are more or less fine. So let's see how much profit we get. Alright, so I finished running all of the 84 logbooks, and I gotta say now that it got pretty stale pretty quickly. I overestimated the amount of time that it was going to take to run them all, but hey, here we are. And first I have to mention that the more logbooks you do, the less careful you are with the mods. So some logbooks were lost on the way, but most of them were at the end, so it's fine. But a couple of them were at the start because I clicked the music curses mod, which kind of breaks my build. Also there was a boss which I couldn't take it down because he had so many insane mods that I was getting one-shotted and I was barely doing any damage. Like for example the no crit damage, the capped block chance, the hits cannot be evaded. So after that I started to be more carefully when on a boss logbook, and I lost just that one. I'm still considering them all in the test run because I think that I won't be the only one that sometimes will be distracted and add the wrong mods for this build. And like I said again, most of them were just at the end of the chain and just a couple of them were at the start. So the losses are minimal here, but I think it's fair to consider them in the profits calculations when doing logbooks. Okay, so after the disclaimer, let's see all the stuff that we got from the logbooks itself. Okay, so this is all the stuff that I got from the 84 logbooks. As you can see, we have a bunch of stuff. This reminds me like doing simulacrums, for example, or dream rewards, where you get all kind of stuff like scarabs, like currency, like cards, like essences, like stuff from Delph, and some maps, which I didn't take many, but there are still here, some gems. But the important stuff, for example, the divines, we got 4 of them. We get these mainly from the boxes that they have the loot tile from the currency. We have a lot of chaos too. And there are a bunch of stuff that we're going to price them all. And the most important part from the logbooks are the reroll currencies, which I got over 700. But you won't see them here because I already used them in Tujen and already reroll all of them and got the currency instead. So I had, like I said, over 700. I will put an image in the screen showing that. So to this loot we need to add the reroll currencies. That was around 14 to 15 divines. So like I said, I used all of the reroll currencies and from the Tujen vendor window to get the currency instead. So these are the currency that I got from Tujen. As you can see, most of the stuff that you see here is either fossils or currency. Some of the smaller currency I was getting at the start, but then I started quickly to realize that I was going to run out of artifacts to buy the currency from Tujen compared to the amount of reroll currencies that I had left. So I stopped getting the smaller currencies, and as you can see, more at the end of the tab, I only was getting chaos, regals, and good scarabs, good fossils, and of course exalts, divines, annulments, and that's pretty much it. I got a map here which I stopped taking because they are pretty expensive. And here is where the actual currency from the strategy comes from. So you do have to reroll all of the reroll currency that you get from the logbooks. So as you can see here from Tujen, we got 19 divines. This is 19 raw divines. The whole 700-ish reroll currencies were around 14 to 15. So only in divines we are already ahead. Then we have the chaos, which are over 1000. We are going to price them all, don't worry. And all of the other currency that you can quickly sell in the new trade market site. So there's no worries about doing multiple trades. You just put them all in trade and get your chaos back, spending some gold of course. And also have some jewels that they won't be priced because this is more of a gamba, and some of them need an exalt and see if another good mod will be, but will make it better. But I won't add them to the final price, but just to let you know that some of these jewels are pretty good, as you can see. Okay, so pricing all of this stuff that you just saw in the Wealthy Exile, we have, for example, the Logbooks app, and we have a total value of 19 divines. As you can see, I had more, but this was before taking out the reroll currencies. But as you can see, this is the 4 divines that we already talked about, some chaos, and then more stuff that we just saw that's basically currency, more currency, some maps. Let's see the categories, almost to the in scarabs. Most of them are currency, some good gems, some catalysts that you drop, some fossils that you can put them in the action house and sell them instantly. But the reroll currency were already 14 to 15 divines, and that's almost the total value of this whole loot that we got picking up in the logbooks itself. So the currency from the reroll vendor are very important, as you can. This is the first conclusion that I made after doing so many logbooks. Then we have the Tujen tab, which will have all of the currency that we got from it after transforming the vendor currency into actual currency from Tujen itself. So here are the 19 divines. We have 1,000 and a half of chaos. This is literally liquid currency. So this is a very good aspect of the strategy, because this feels like Santum, for example, which we only get a raw currency. Even though liquidating your stuff nowadays is much easier than it was in the past. So this in total is 41 divines. So we will consider these and the stuff that we got from the logbooks too. That's 90 divines. So in total we have 60 divines in raw currency, and yeah, that's the value that we're going to be using in the profit calculations. Okay, so for the profit calculations, as we saw, we got as a revenue 60 divines in total. That's summing up together the Tujen currency and the logbooks. Then about the expenses, and all of that came from 84 eye level 83 Tujen logbooks, and each one of the logbooks in bulk in TFT, they were around 8C each. I will leave some captures in the screen. So we have that the total revenue from all of these logbooks were 60 divines, and the total expenses were, or the costs were 8.84 divines. So we had a total profits of 51.16 divines. The time per logbook was around 4 to 6 minutes, depending if it had a boss or not. As I was progressing with the logbooks, I were doing them faster. So at the start, you can start slow, but then you just have a good view on the mods and you don't have to read everything. And so I'm taking 5 minutes per logbook. So this is 84 logbooks per 5 minutes. This is exactly 7 hours. And then all the time that took me to reroll the 7-ish hundred Tujens in Tujen's reroll currency, it was around 1 hour 20 minutes. So the total time was 8 hours and 20 minutes for everything. So that ends us with 6.12 divines per hour. So I wanted to know how good were logbooks at this point of the league. We all know that logbooks at the start of the league, they are pretty good in one of the best strategies that you can start alongside stuff like Legion and that kind of stuff, and then they go down as the league progresses. In conclusion, running logbooks is not bad, but it's not great either. It definitely shines at the start of the league and then falls down. Still, it is not one of those 2 or 3 divines per hour, which are unplayable strategies to make currency. It is decent, but it is not where it is at the start of the league. That's definitely not the case. Its accessibility isn't even good either, because you need a strong enough character to be able to do the bosses with all of the remnants stacked. I think that in the end the logbooks are good for occasional change of content that you are running or farming, because it requires no artistry, no scarabs. You don't even use the map device. So they're pretty good for that change of air. And so in the video, I will leave you with an example of a logbook that a boss spawned on it, so you have an idea how to do these special logbooks. And yeah, that's it guys. Like and subscribe if you like and enjoy the content, and I see you guys in the next one. Okay, so this is an example of a logbook that a boss spawned. As you can see here where I have my mouse, this is the icon for the boss. So what we want to do in these cases is to change as many remnants as we can, and at the end we're going to select the boss so it gets all the properties from the remnants all together into the boss, and then defeating the boss will gives us a lot of rewards. So I'm going to try to path through here so I can get these vendor currency nodes, and then we're going to quickly go to the boss. I don't know if I will have enough explosives, but I will try. So okay. Okay. Currency. Yeah, we will get there, so it's fine. What area of items should have gone through here? Oh no, I was here. No, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, so then go down there. Still have 13 left. As you can. This is fair anyways. Okay, so I will try to immune to chaos damage. This is a break for my build since I only do chaos damage. So I will try to get this song here. Currency. Another currency. And then we have pack size. Okay. Experience. I don't care about experience. Okay, it's fine. More monsters here. More here. And the final one is going to be the boss. Now we'll check the mods. So there's a bunch of stuff. I need to be careful with immunity to the chaos damage and monsters to be X-proof. Immune to curses. Oh, there's the mod. Oh, it's the last one. Okay, wait. It's the last one. No, it's not. It's not. There are many of them. I have to go back. Wait, it's gone. There's another one here. Let's see. This is important because I won't be able to kill the boss otherwise. There are some nasty mods here. For example, the shock, the feast as chaos, movement speed, attack speed, bleeding. Okay, so let's try it. It's fine. Let's see how this goes. Oh, let's start it. Okay, you're getting tanky. I can see the poison. So you gotta be careful. Okay, one currency. There's an apparition there. We get this. I should have saved. Nah, it's the Nalpak shrine. Okay. I don't like this. Let's take these. Okay, the mobs seems to that they are not getting any tankier. They might have other properties added, but not tankier, so that's fine. Oops, I'm stuck. Okay. And here's the boss. This is Vorana. Oh, now we see the when she's going to charge of the poison, the bleed. Okay, so the bleed. Right, fine. So this is how you do the boss in when you find them. Complete Blessor. And yeah, that as you can see, this was 18 currency vendors. This is 66 chaos. So this is around the cost of 3 logbooks. So that's quite a lot. And we gotta load the rest. Okay, some fossils, never bad. Gotta start encounter. Some maps. Okay. Oh, we need this. Big challenge. Okay, what else? We need. Okay. We need vendor currency.
Catch my breath.
There's one. 6 chaos. Which I can do this. Okay, for the rechange. Yeah. That's it for a boss logbook.